Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today, this is for Sadie, giving you a shout out. Sadie! She asked about Dilution's spray, ink sprays, I guess they're called, and why I never use them or why I haven't been using them, and if I could use them in different ways and show what they are, because she's new to art journaling and mixed media. Now, I love sprays. I make my own sprays. I have probably a good 50 sprays over there. Honestly, it's laziness. It's laziness because it means I have to get up in the middle of me doing something and go over there and get the colors. But for you, Sadie, I did. I grabbed a handful of them and we're going to work with them a little bit, and I'll show you what they do. I'll show you different things, and then how you can also use them as a paint, which I'm sure you know if you take the lid off. I mean, it's not, you know, you don't have to be a genius for that, but I think it still needs to be said and shown because people who are new to art in general, mixed media, art journaling, what have you, you know, they get nervous to use products in different ways. I am somebody who likes to use my art supplies in more than one way because then I don't feel if I buy an expensive art supply that I'm wasting money in a sense. I'm cheap, but yeah, so no big deal. I have them. I will be glad to show you if my dog lets me alone. Lay down. Okay, so first what we're going to do is this is just going to be a demo on paper real quick with a stencil. So I haven't used these in a while. Hopefully they're not clogged. Sometimes they clog, sometimes they don't. I brought over yellow, which it's called, it has a name, and lemon zest. And then this one is funky fuchsia. And then I brought black because you just have to have some black. And then I got blue, which is London blue. My London, London, London. And this is squeezed orange. And then this one is fresh lime. Now, I have a few more over there. I see a red, and I don't know. I didn't grab all of them. I just grabbed these ones just to do a quickie. So, here's what you do. If you're doing this in your art journal or on a painting or, you know, ATC card even, whatever. This is fantastic. So, you can use stencils, and I like sometimes doing like a kind of ombre kind of thing. So, I just set my stencil down. And, I mean, I haven't used these in a while. They're not clogged, so that says a lot. I'm just going to go down with different colors. I'm going to use the orange. Oh, I spoke too soon. Orange is clogged. Okay. Well, let's go on to fresh lime. That's good. And this is just printer paper. Let's go on with our blue. Oops. Oh, that's nice. See how dark that is? It's pretty. And then our funky fuchsia. Please spray, baby. Yep. Look at that. Look at that color. It's delicious. These are delicious. And then what I do, obviously, you lift it up and look how pretty. That's that. Now this, please don't waste this. You know, it breaks my heart. What can we do with it? What can we do with it? Tape. I've been using construction paper a little bit. Let's see. Just a piece of yellow construction paper. Oh, yeah. And just kind of massage it and give it its, you know. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. All right. It's a PG channel. And then look what you get. So you didn't, you got two different prints and you didn't waste any of the ink because it came up on here. So that's not bad. You can even see there's more on there, but what am I going to do? Okay, so that's a stencil. You can use any stencil. Cut out your own stencil. You can use paper. It doesn't matter. Now, oh my God, my dog is just, okay. So now we have this, and I want to put, I'll just put this in there right now. And say you want to use this as a paint almost. Okay, so a quick painting, a quick draw. Maybe we'll do. Now these are gessoed, of course. Just a very, very fast, quick kind of flower. And then we'll bring it down here. And you can do leaves. You can make another one over this way if you want. Do your there we go. I like doing 5 petals, but you of course can do whatever you want. You can even do more than that if you think it needs to be fuller, or make a full flower. Okay, dig what I'm saying? Very, very easy. Okay, so I'm going to take my fuchsia and try to open it. Things you don't think of before you start a video. It's open, it's just, oh, come on. Oh, I'll get you off. Don't you worry. That used to be a specialty of mine in school. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. Oh, come on. Now it's gonna be a pain. Ooh, that hard plastic they use for things, I don't understand. How am I supposed to even function with it? Alright, well guess what? Purple's not going to work. We'll do orange. Since orange didn't... There you go. So I'm just taking it out. Welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, go through all my old YouTube videos that I've done, art channel, and all that fun stuff, please hit the subscribe button. Alright, so I'm just going to stick my brush in, and you can see. And then what I'm going to do is paint. And because I gessoed it, now if you don't gesso it, it's going to suck into the page. And you won't get like the same effect almost. But if you don't have gesso, don't worry about it. I tell you what I do sometimes because I'm lazy. I will just throw white paint down as my gesso. Because it just puts the layer. I mean, essentially that's what you're doing. So... And that's all I did. I used my folk art gesso. Threw it down on there. Real easy. Both sides if I wanted to use them. I always try to think ahead a little bit. And you can see as it dries, it gets a little lighter. And I'll show you what it looks like on regular paper too. Just so you can see. I probably picked the smallest brush known to man. Okay. And you see I'm not being perfect. But I might, let's see if I can shade this a little bit on that side. Since it's drying, you can see that it's drying light. I'll just throw some shading down. I'll throw some shade. Just a little depth. Let's see if it helps it. While it dries. Okay. So that's that. So you can see how it goes. And I'm just going to rinse this off just a little bit because I don't want to mix the colors. And now I will take, let's do yellow on the bottom. And you can see I just take the lid off and dip it in. And dip it in. And go for it. And this is a little smaller, so it's not going to take as long or as much. Okay. Alright. Okay. And I'm not going to highlight that the same. I could take a little bit of that orange. I could suck up some of it there and just kind of blend it a little bit. You see? I'm all for... There you go. You know, just add a little bit of something there. Just a little bit of that. Then I will take some black. And I don't even shake these. I haven't. But they're just as delicious. But I'll take some black. Just a little bit of black. And get this going. Now I have a little water on my brush because I just rinsed it. But you can, you know, you can dry it off. You don't have to do that. I just like it. It gives it a watercolor look, and why not? I love making things look like watercolor when they're not. But look how dark that is because I dried it. So we can go back in again and do some shading if you want. You know, and let that dry. I mean, look how much fun. Look at the fun we're having because it basically is like watercolor. So it's water and color. Color and water. Color and water. All right. And now let's do some green. For that, you can see you have a pretty, this could be a little ATC card in your art journal. You could do something like this. You could do whatever you want. And these are fantastic. Fantastic. So yeah, no, I'm not against these. Honestly, I just haven't used them in a while. But if you saw the stamps I have too, I haven't used them either. I just kind of been, you know, doing my thing. But look at that. So you can see, so easy. It's like watercolor. I mean, you know, using it that way. So if you have your, in any, I'm going to say any, there's Heidi Swap, there's, oh gosh, there's so many of them over there. Tattered Angels, all kinds that you can get. I think even Ranger has one out now. But you can definitely get them. And I mean, you can play with them like this. Look, you got a nice watercolor kind of look. And you can go back in and, you know, trace that with marker if you want, and to make it stand out a bit. Let's see. I don't know if this will, that's not as big as I want it. It never is as big as I want it. Come on. I mean, I can use my Sharpie, but it's kind of big. I don't want to blow. But what I could do is just kind of go over and, you know, just kind of do your outlining like this. And you can see this is still wet. And it'll end up out there. It's blowing out a little bit. You get a little bit of, yeah. You know, very cute. And you can go over it another layer if you want. There. So you can see, you could play very easily. And that's a lot of fun. Now, let's do this page here. This is a non-gesso page. And we're going to take, and I'm going to show you what else you can do. Now, you can even, like I told you guys before, this is my circle template. Look at that. Gorgeous. But you're going to see, you know, it'll dry a little bit and go in a little bit, but it's still delicious. And you can always turn it over again and get, you know, look at that. That's all the, just delicious, delicious. Why not have fun? And it's a very, this is a very quick video because like I said, I mean, I can use these in an art project, but this is basically what they are. And I like using them as watercolor as well, but I also like putting them on, you know, in my art journal as layers. Now that they're sitting here, I'll probably use them a heck of a lot more. This is the, oh, what's it called? Those sprinkles that you spray. I can't remember what they're called. Oh, poop. Oh, somebody, if you know the name of this, put them down below. The crystals, the watercolor crystals. Anyway, they're very popular. A lot of people use them. And that's what these are from. So many wonderful art supplies out there to play with and to try, and this is no exception. I have many videos on how to make your own. I have another video coming up of how to use Easter egg dye tablets and stuff like that. So, I mean, you definitely can make them yourself. But, I mean, you know, they're not too expensive to buy a couple colors that you like and use them in different ways. Do you know what I mean? It's just a lot of fun, and I think they're great. Like I said, I'm not using them for any, you know, any reason. So, and you can see this is just kids' construction paper. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's just, look at that. I mean, you know what I mean? So now I can cut it up. I can glue it down. I can do whatever I want with it. So I'm very happy with that. So I hope that you enjoyed this little tidbit. I'm glad you asked me. I'm glad I showed you. And hopefully you guys will tag me and show me what you guys do with any of the uh, sprays that you guys have. Yeah, so as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys. Share me around like I'm your loose friend. And I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.